2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And you know, the shots will be dropping tonight with James Harden on the floor. What makes him so hard to guard, Shaq?
Well, you know, I've never been a shooter, but I've played with a lot of shooters and I've studied their shots. I am a doctor, Ernie. So in analyzing his shot, he has a very controlled release no matter how many hands are in his face. As soon as he crosses half court, he's a threat to pull up.
Ernie.
Shaq the Quack.
Ernie.
I like that one, Ernie.
What am I doing?
You're doing that James Harden thing.
I'm stirring the pot, baby.
Yeah.
I'm stirring the pot, baby. I'm stirring. But the moment he gets you off balance, he puts you on that island, and then it's over. And it's over. This guy has an unbelievable knack to score. One of the best in the business that I've seen in a long time.
And he got that crazy Euro step.
Oh, the Euro.
I mean, that thing looks like a travel a lot of times.
No, it is. It's not a Euro step. It's a travel step. It's a vacation step.
Oh, okay.
It's a Euro.
It's a Western Conference battle here in Phoenix as the Suns look to work the home. And both of these teams have really been playing well lately.
Well, yeah, this is one of those games you pencil in on that calendar. They've both been playing great basketball. You want to see who can keep that roll going.
Well said. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson. And it's Ariza in at the 3 spot.
Oh, Capella is just fantastic at dunking it home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances near the hoop.
So yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Harden against Booker. He dishes it to Warren. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
And the fact it happened on the road in front of a hostile group of fans, that's not easy when you're coming off the bench cold.
No good from Bledsoe. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Ariza kicks to Capella.
Not a tall, towering guy for a center, but boy, he can really get up.
Capella's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Bledsoe. He is hauled in by Beverly. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Drills it from outside.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up.
Oh!
Did you see that? Did you see that?
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, you know momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, you know momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Booker outside. Passes it to Chris. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Chandler, no good.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, The defense proved to be very stifling there.
Houston moving it around. Chandler with the block. Warren against Ariza. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Chandler. Warren's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Beverly kicks to Capella. Here's Harden on the wing. They set the screen. Off the screen. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 4. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike D'Antoni. David, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks, guys. What's your take on that?
You know, I think it's probably the way to go. The defensive approach suits their style and their personnel. So I think you go with it.
Yeah, I can see them using their defense as the catalyst for their offense. Force some turnovers, get out in transition, maybe get a couple of easy buckets.
From 11 feet away, he doesn't hit that one. And the Rockets sink it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
I mean, you can say it. The defense was awful. They took away nothing and got scored on relentlessly.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ariza kicks to Harden. To the left wing. Beverly wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Beverly's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, I expect this first one to be a battle of wills, though. I mean, each side trying to gain the upper hand, not just for now, but for the rest of the series.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Now, here's Ulis. He's guarded by Williams. Ulis dishes to Dudley. Banked in off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Gordon kicks to Harrell. On the wing, Williams. He wants to get it to Nene and does. From 12 feet out. A shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
So it's the Rockets now. It's a 3-point game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Williams. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
For Houston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so Nene nails both of them. Now, here's Ulis. He's guarded by Williams. Now, here's Ulis. Kicks it out to Barbosa. Got it off in time. And that can... All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Yeah, and starting off with a nice rhythm. Then the snowball. They're looking kind of invincible right now.
Jared Dudley out there with Alex Len. Then there's Brandon Knight. Then it's Ulis. And it's Barbosa in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Suns trail by 7. Here's Ulis. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Ulis has got his second basket. And for Houston, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Harrell kicks to Williams. Knocked loose. Ulis with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Len, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Just during your playing days, you were named to the All-NBA team in 2001. Several All-NBA second teams. How much does it really mean to a player? How much did it mean to you to make those lists?
You know, it meant a lot, especially when your career is over, to know that, you know, you were one of the best, especially with the competition that was at the power forward position those years. I mean, could have given it to anyone with Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. I mean, you just, Rasheed Wallace, you look at those names of power forward just in that conference those years. So, you know, I'm just proud that I, you know, was one of the best at my position and had fun doing it. You know, the biggest thing was something that I've always worked hard for. It was a dream just to make it to the NBA. So anything else is gravy. But I'm definitely proud of those years in the league. You do it all in the name of wanting to win the championship, and, you know, I trade all those in for a ring.
Great perspective. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, a lot of Thunder fans still lamenting the trade of James Harden to the Rockets a couple of years ago when he became a superstar. But Harden doesn't. He said recently, "This is beyond my expectations. If I'd stayed in OKC, I'd still be in a good situation, but I don't think the sneaker deal and these other opportunities would have happened." He added, "Look, this is a grind. Every time you lose, you're blamed. For me, it's about continuing to work and focusing on what I can control." Kevin?
He deserves that top billing, DA. Thanks. And the basket by Harden.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And a record-setting year for Harden in 2016, but Chris, not the kind he wanted. He would end up setting the NBA record for most turnovers in a single season with 374. Wow.
That's terrible, but as bad as 374 sounds, it isn't too terrible when you look at the context of what Harden's responsibilities were on that offense. Often he would act as the lone playmaker and be prone to forcing plays. Nevertheless, taking care of the ball is something, and he knows he has to work on it.
Knight. Not enough on that one as it misses. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's Harden with the drive. Harden missing again.
They look to him to bury those kinds of shots, even with the D all over him.
Kicks it out to Booker. Taken away by Williams. Outside Gordon. Puts up a 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And some big names have called it a career in the last few years. We just saw Kobe retire this past season. Chris, when did you know that it was time for you to make that transition away from the game and officially retire?
I knew a couple of years before I actually admitted it. You know, I battled injuries basically my whole career, from dislocated shoulders to ankle injuries to, of course, everyone knows about the knees. And so for me, I was just trying to play every single moment I could and as many games as I could. So, you know, it's don't really know when I realized it, but it didn't matter, because whenever you realize it, you don't want to let it go.
Yeah. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Phoenix. The Rockets shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You love how physical Ariza is, just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
And Ariza isn't a guy you build a team around, Chris, but he is a solid starter in the NBA.
And he's a guy that's supposed to get more credit for his tenacity on the defensive end. His frame and defensive fundamentals allow for a lot of flexibility from his coach. He still has fast hands and is always up there in steals when the season comes to a close.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Anderson outside. Houston moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Beverly. Another miss by Houston. Suns trail by 4. Here's Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Houston. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden inside the three-point line. Tries to keep it alive. Kept alive by Houston. Capella pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Capella's got 10 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Aggressive move. He barely beat the defender to the punch.
It's Harden with the drive.
I really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Booker's got his first points of the game. Rockets leading by 4. Harden right side. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill, in the face.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Harden against Booker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Oh, I love the anticipation on that play. Might have stolen it if he were there just about a half a step sooner.
And so here is Houston. 6-point lead. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Just 3 on the clock. And he gets the jumper to drop. Harden's got 12.
Oh, man, I really enjoy seeing Harden connect from the interior, showing he's more than just a perimeter scorer.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. What'd you think, Shaq? All right, that is going to...
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Not a role he often gets to play. He has the talent to be a catalyst for this offense. Give him a chance to show it tonight.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Anderson is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Beverly in at the 1. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
Chris, you're looking up and down rosters all the time, and you always notice the guys that keep teams together, the glue guys. They may not be the stars, but they're important players. In that regard, who are some of the better glue guys in the NBA now?
Well, let's just look at the last year's playoffs. I mean, you got to look at a guy like Boris Diaw that can play so many positions and come in and score 20 for you or not score at all and still stay valuable for his team. A guy like Draymond Green that not only plays defense so well, but does so many other things so well offensively, keeps his guys rallies, gets them together. And then how about Steven Adams just being a terror down there in that post, holding it down for the big fellas. Those 3 guys come to mind.
Great perspective.
Oh, that's great, D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And Bledsoe with the stop.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, you know momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Barbosa comes in for Booker, and it's Brandon.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, and he reads all the way, has that slide court awareness you have to be mindful of.
And that last replay courtesy of Pia. And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Dudley's checked in, and then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Anderson, and it's Williams in for Trevor Ariza. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Gordon, the pass to Nene. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Houston.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here. With the game still in question, we'll see which of these guys can take another step to take over the game.
He throw good, Nene. No good on the second free throw.
Now, by this point, we all know the approach the Houston Rockets front office has taken to assemble the team. It's made for some great years for Houston, but they have yet to turn the corner.
In the corner, it's Gordon for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Land's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Barbosa. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And for the approach of the Rockets, a lot of it is looking for shots that are of high value, namely threes and free throws.
Well, most importantly, the players have bought in and embraced the approach. Not many players will be against a high-powered offense that gets up and down the floor.
Outside Williams. A floater. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Chris. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Len.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Ulis is checked in for Chris. And a change for the Rockets. Sam Decker's checked in for Patrick Beverly. With a tie. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Suns, number 1.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
And that one falls for Knight. That one drops. He ties it up.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Williams kicks to Gordon. They set the screen. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Offline with his 3. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-1 run right now. For the lead, Ulis can't get it to go. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Decker kicks to Nene. Dishes it to Decker. And Decker slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
To the middle. Here's Nene. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Suns. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Houston just way behind.
Well, right now for the Suns, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They have really been terrific so far this year, no question there.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Len.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Gordon. Back to Williams. to Nene. And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And he can't get the first one. Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problem for his teams. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices. Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
11 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Ulis has got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
I love it. Just like in life, they never gave up. To claw back into this game and not up the score is nothing short of remarkable.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
On the wing, and there it is for him. And it's 7 points for Nene. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Ulis. He's guarded closely. It's blocked, but they recover it. And he dunks it down.
On the shorter side, as a power forward, his hops are the great equalizer.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams kicks to Decker. Pass to Nene. The baseline J. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Nene's got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's Ulis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Suns have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. So those numbers read pretty well.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now Harden. There's a good screen from deep three-point range. Offline. And we've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Rockets trail. We've got T.J. Warren. Bledsoe is out there with Ulis. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Chris in at center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Anderson outside. Off target with his 3. The Suns shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Booker. He is hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got his third rebound tonight. Harden outside. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You just love how Harden moves the rock. When a teammate is wide open, he gets it to him so fast.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Chris pass to Bledsoe. Clock at 4. On the money from 12 feet away. And the Suns lead by 2.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
They get a hand on it. And Bledsoe throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets to space. And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. That's foul number 2 for him. Tyson Chandler, who's chipped in for Phoenix. Here's Beverly. Anderson the screen. Harden gets to Ariza. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. 6 to shoot. Harden right side. The baseline jumper goes down.
And Harden is just unreal at hitting these contested looks. The D has to be frustrated when he knocks him down.
Now, here's Ulis, defended by Beverly. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now the feed to Harden. Houston moving the ball around to take the lead. They get it back. Capella, and he uses the glass on the layup. Capella's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Here's Chris. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Harden. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Capella's got 6 points in the quarter.
Even with the suffocating defense, Capella keeps his composure, sinking these interior looks rather effortless.
And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Beverly dishes to Capella. Anderson the screen. Here's Beverly, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working. Oh, wow. Look out.
It's a beautiful jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
Oh, yeah, and as a big man, you need such an aggressive move. That's the tone that you want to set, the attitude that you're trying to play with. Your teammates are following.
And Ulis with the stop.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Ariza against Warren. Ariza passes to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 6 rebounds in the game. The dish to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Kicks to Capella. Baseline jumper. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. And Phoenix making a change. Bledsoe's checked in. And so both free throws good that time. And that puts him ahead.
That's why his teammates trust him so much at the line.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Back to Beverly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
I mean, just the silky shot from Beverly. He's so good at hitting these important shots.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
Now that's a nice trip to the line. Maintaining focus in a tight battle so far.
Harden kicks to Capella. Harden against Booker. It's Harden with the drive. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Bledsoe.
Oh, see that?
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Well, Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
So
And now this game is coming down to the wire, and rush plays like that show how much pressure the players out there really feel.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest. Plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Bledsoe outside. Missed for the tie. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. This certainly isn't over yet. They may get a second chance. Now, if it's overturned, we're going to need overtime.
And the replay center, Alan Secaucus, delivering
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny.
You talk about a